So my Celtics kind of threw a curveball at us tonight, and they took Hugo Gonzalez out of Real Madrid. I was definitely expecting them to take a big, maybe Maxime Reynaud, maybe Ryan Kalkbrenner, but they decided to go Gonzalez. ESPN had him ranked at 22. I'm going into this completely blind. I had not really heard about him much. Didn't do any draft work on him, so we're gonna watch some of his highlights that No Ceilings put up on YouTube. So here's the breakdown on him. 6'6", 205, 19 years old. High energy wing whose role is somewhere amid a haze of concerns about his shooting and decision making. So kind of sounds like maybe a bit of a project, I would say. Hustle, interior scoring, float game is kind of his role. So it kind of sounds like maybe he's going to be competing with like a Jordan Walsh. If you are a Celtics fan, you definitely know Jordan Walsh going into his third season. Kind of a big year for him to try and break through. You can read the breakdown here from J. Man, but I really want to get into the breakdowns real quick. Brazdenkis, Jurisic, and Misic. So not really like eye-popping names, but I'm not really worried too much about that. I want to get into the film and kind of see what we're getting in Boston with this guy. So these are his numbers from last season. So he's playing professional basketball in the EuroLeague. This is like the second highest league in the world. So definitely not playing against scrubs. The numbers obviously do not pop off the charts at all. He's only 19 years old though, so this seems like more of like a future pick for the Celtics. You can only do so much at the end of the first round. You can find guys that can contribute now, but they like the guy. And, you just got to kind of trust the front office here. They've drafted pretty well. So we're going to get into, some of his work. Shout out to No Ceilings, by the way. This is where all this footage is coming from. So please don't sue me or anything. I'm not making any money off this video. But so it looks like he got some ball handling ability. That's a pretty nice spin move right there. Okay. Downhill, nice step through move. That was pretty tough. Back cut. Though, like these are looks that moving without the basketball would probably be good for him. He probably won't be on ball as much in Boston, especially when Tatum's back. That's for sure. And then stuff like that, like second chance opportunities. They said in the Ringer breakdown, his hustle was kind of something that he was big on. So that's going to be something that can help get him on the floor in Boston for sure. Especially just with a pick like this, you're not looking for guys that are going to be doing stuff like this often, like step back threes. But it's good to see he has that kind of rhythm in his game at least, and can take guys to the basket. So we're seeing a lot of that so far. Moving out the basketball again. This just a smart cut. Realizes his defender is stunning because there's a switch over here, and he's just realizing, okay, I have an opportunity to get a pretty easy bucket if I just move without the basketball. And you like to see that from somebody that's 19 years old. He's probably 18 years old in some of these clips as well. Little transition opportunity, another step through move. So that's the second time we've seen that step through. I like that a lot. Getting downhill in transition, step through. That's something that Boston can definitely use, I think, because not a team that really gets out and runs too much and has guys that attack the cup like that. And one dunk right there. Like to see that. Another one with him just moving without the basketball again. I'm sorry, I'm doing this on YouTube, guys, so it's not as smooth as like when I have the clips downloaded. But he notices here, pick and roll situation, got to on the basketball, good pass by the guard up there, gets it to the big recognizes he's in a short roll situation. Both of these guys end up cutting, but Gonzalez is the guy that gets found, and he had the wide open lane as well. Even though they had two guys open, but he's the one that got rewarded for it. I like this play off the pick and roll, a little patience, driving with the left-handed finishing. That's tough. The possession here, they're going to throw it down low. Defense gets a little scrambled, and he's just moving without the basketball once again, and so he's going to get an easy layup here. That's just things that you like to see, like a player this young being able to constantly move without the basketball. That is just something that can definitely just translate to any level of basketball that you're playing. If you cut right, like perfect timing on your cuts, players are going to find you. Tatum's going to find you. Brown's going to find you if you'll be playing with him. Like, that's good things to have, especially with the Boston Celtics, because they already have their star players if they decide to keep everybody around. But it seems like the shooting is the one thing that is raw. I think the Ringer articles or the Ringer draft guide said like he shot like high 20s or low 30s for most of his time overseas. So that's something that to play in Boston as a wing player, you kind of have to be able to shoot. Boston has not really transitioned from that. We'll see what the coming years are like in the Missoula scheme and everything, but that's something that you got to be able to do. You got to be able to shoot. Defend and shoot is like the two things that are like non-negotiables in Boston. So the jumper's going to have to improve. But the form, I'm watching him for the first time. It's not terrible. It's pretty clean. There's no hesitation there at all. Like, it's pretty clean. So I would say it's something that can definitely be worked on. He just needs reps. He's only 19 years old once again. But this is stuff that I do like. Like the Ringer article said, he's a hustler. And you can never have too many guys that are willing to do the dirty work. Every team needs that. Championship teams need that for sure. He's gonna get another opportunity here, a putback dunk, just by hustling. Like you can get easy like 4 to 6 points a game just by doing stuff like that. We see like Josh Hart do stuff like that all the time. Then another back cut. So I'm not gonna watch too much more of his scoring. It's only like an 8-minute video on YouTube, so I'm not gonna watch every single play. But I like what I'm seeing so far. It's just raw prospect. The shooting's gonna have to come along offensively, but he moves without the basketball. He seems to have like good awareness, like getting downhill, going, attacking in transition and stuff like that. So I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of him just attacking the glass too. We've seen some putback opportunities. It's just really the shooting that's gonna have to improve. It looks like offensively, and that's something that in Boston he's gonna be encouraged to shoot. He's gonna have a lot of time, a lot of reps in another professional system. So I'm not sure if I really have doubt, especially because his jump shot looks pretty fluid. It doesn't look like he has a big hitch in his mechanics or anything. So far, I know the numbers didn't look good, Celtics fans, I know, but you got to look past the numbers. This is a raw prospect for a reason. Young guy, we just got to be patient with the front office and what they're trying to build. So now we're looking at some of the playmaking. Nice driving dish right there. Celtics just like guys that can definitely attack off the catch, even if they're not like fluid playmakers. They like guys that are just still able to do that. And we're seeing some opportunities here. Here, gets a little screen, draws two on the ball, relocates, and then finds a shooter across court. That's a really nice play. Here, you're going to get the little ghost screen drive and then a nice bounce pass right there. That's just reading the floor. I like this play a lot. Guy goes through, realizes he gets an advantage. Nice lefty bounce pass. That takes a lot of skill right there. Good pass right there. Yep, good find. Obviously, these are highlights, though, so these is like his best of the best. A real deep dive would probably show a lot of the things that he needs to work on, but seems like a smart basketball player. I think playing in the pros, it's rare to see guys like really pop overseas. Like Luka's a rarity. Like Luka's one of those best talents ever for a reason. So, with Gonzalez, I like what I've seen so far. You just really got to keep in mind, definitely one of us, not like in a surprise way, but the Celtics don't usually do like project picks, which is interesting. And then we're gonna get to the defense here. I think there's only a couple minutes left in the video. Nice shot block there in the help side defense. Let's get back here. So our guys over here, this is like a semi-transition opportunity because the Madrid defense is a little out of position, and he just realizes, okay, this guy's going strong to the cup. I'm in the help side gap. I'm gonna make this play, and a nice block off the glass. Guys on the ball right here. Okay, takes that screen, eats it, and then gets back and makes the recovery, gets the block. You like to see that. The Celtics die a lot on these screens. Like they'll be willing to have the big switch out onto the guard. So I like seeing the energy and effort to absorb the contact. Kind of got hit with the screen, didn't dodge it pretty well, but good help from the big, and he's able to recover really well, and then even get the block shot too, which is pretty impressive. Here, guys back on the ball again. Gets a little beat. He's a little out of position. Was too far on the catch. Gets beat a little bit. Recovers, though. A floater. Got blocked right there. Now our guy's over here. Short corner area. He's in help side again. He definitely bailed. Definitely bailed on his assignment right there. May have not been the exact guy that should have been helping, but it's still a heads-up play to be able to make that. You can't fault him for making that play. So now our guy is, our guy's down here. So he's on the help side now. Backside hook again. He bails again, rotates over. And that's a really good play because he is the help right there. Now our guy's, once again, opposite side. So he's in the help. He rotates over, makes another play. So, smart basketball player. Like, got caught out of position a couple times, but seems like he's making these plays. Would love to see, like, some full games from him. I might have to dive into some of those if I'm able to find them, but you like seeing the range defensively, which is good. That's gonna help get him on the court maybe early on is the defense. The defense. He seems like he moves pretty well. Like these are good. Like this is Mike James. Like Mike James is elite. Mike James is elite. Stays in front of him. He's there. He slides with him. He forces up a tough shot. Like Mike James, one of the best like overseas guards in the world. Like he's been in the NBA. He's got buckets in the NBA. It's good defensive play. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. And then there, hustle play, making a block. So what the ringer was definitely saying as he gets another block in transition, the hustle is definitely there. You see that a lot. I'm interested to see it in a full game setting. That's really all I wanted to look at from him. Shout out to No Ceilings for that cut up because I had never heard of Hugo Gonzalez before, but now I have, and I feel a little optimistic as a Celtics fan and can't wait to watch him in Summer League. If you're a Celtics fan, let me know what you think about this pick. Let me know what you guys think we should do at 32 tomorrow. I hope and pray we get Maxime Reynaud because I have a video coming out about him, so I hope that is the guy that we end up getting. I'll be really excited about that, but pretty amped up to see Hugo playing Summer League. Excited with the pick. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.